Join me as I try to capture the perfect takeoff moment of a Delta Airlines C-737 from LAX. Can I nail the shot? There's something exhilarating about watching a massive jet take off from one of the busiest airports in the world, Los Angeles International Airport, or LAX. The roar of the engine, the rush of adrenaline as it hurtles down the runway, and then, in an instant, it's airborne, soaring into the sky. Airlines face a multitude of challenges when it comes to takeoff procedures, especially at crowded airports like LAX. One of the main concerns is air traffic control, ensuring that the aircraft has clearance for takeoff and that there are no other planes in the vicinity that could pose a risk. Additionally, pilots must meticulously follow checklists to ensure the aircraft is airworthy. Weather conditions also play a significant role, as fog, strong winds, or thunderstorms can make takeoffs much more complicated. At LAX, the challenges are even more pronounced due to its proximity to the Pacific Ocean and the surrounding airspace. Pilots need to be extremely precise in their communication with air traffic control to avoid any potential collisions or delays. Despite these challenges, airlines like Delta have an impeccable safety record, which is a testament to the rigorous training of their pilots and the thoroughness of their procedures. The complexity of takeoff procedures can't be overstated. It requires a high level of coordination between the pilot, air traffic control, and ground crew. Each step, from starting the engines to lining up on the runway, is carefully planned and executed. As the passengers board the Delta B-737, the excitement builds. Before takeoff, the crew performs a series of safety checks, ensuring that everything is in working order. This includes checking the engines, flaps, and other critical systems. Once these checks are complete, the passengers are settled in, and the aircraft is ready for departure. The takeoff process itself is a marvel of engineering and precision. As the aircraft begins its roll down the runway, the engines roar to life, propelling it forward at incredible speed. The force of acceleration pushes you back into your seat as the plane gains momentum. The moment of takeoff is always the most thrilling part. As the aircraft lifts off the ground, the wheels retract, and it begins its ascent into the sky. The view from the airport's vantage point is breathtaking, with the cityscape giving way to the endless expanse of the Pacific Ocean. The ascent is smooth, and before you know it, the plane is climbing through the clouds, leaving the hustle and bustle of clacks behind. The hum of the engine stabilizes into a steady pitch, indicating that the aircraft has reached a cruising altitude. Capturing the moment of takeoff on camera is a challenge in itself. The goal is to get that perfect shot where the aircraft is just leaving the ground, with the runway stretching out behind it. It's a fleeting moment, and one that requires patience and a bit of luck. Watching a Delta B737 take off from LAX is a thrilling experience. It showcases not only the power and efficiency of modern aviation but also the skill and professionalism of the pilots. Delta Airlines has once again demonstrated why it's a leading carrier, with a seamless takeoff that sets the tone for a smooth flight. If you've had any memorable flying experiences, I'd love to hear about them. Leave a comment down below. And if you're passionate about aviation like I am, consider subscribing for more content.